guys, and welcome to a new If series. This one here is The Shadows Are Watching. This is a Sciencetale AU one. So I'll just read a little bit of information from the game page. So first of all, Sciencetale was created by Holy Trader. I know next to nothing about this AU. Great for me. Voice acting is done by Elder Caesar, who does a fantastic job, honestly, with the characters, I swear. Programming, of course, is done by darkpetal16. And pretty much, long story short, your sister did not return home last night. She could have been bloody out partying for all I know. You visit the lab she works in and find things are not as they seem. Sounds like a recipe for disaster. Why am I going to the lab in the middle of the night? I have had bad experiences involving labs, as seen in underswap. I'm just saying, I'm never going to be the same about labs after that one. Went in there, lost my legs. Went in there, nearly died by freaking amalgamation mage man. I mean, I have a long history of entering labs and bad things happening to me. Why would I even go there? Alright, well, this one in particular, this specific The Shadows Are Watching, will contain 3 romance routes, that being Sans, Papyrus and Wingerdings. We're also going to have 11 bad endings, 1 neutral ending, 1 no romance route, and yeah, 3 good endings. So, at present, Papyrus's route isn't in here and the no romance route is also not currently available, so we will cover those when they do become available. That being said, we're going to be tackling Sans' route in this one. So, I hope you all get comfortable. And on top of that, I'll go to 10 likes. You want another episode of this? We got to reach 10 likes, so I'm not uploading another one. On top of that, I'm currently dealing with the fact that I can't hear out of one of my ears. I went to sleep, woke up, and I couldn't hear out of one of my ears. I'm more like it's super muffled and it's bothering me. Hopefully it's nothing and my hearing comes back. So right now I'm only dealing with one ear currently working. So yes, only my left is working. My right is currently out of commission. Hopefully it's nothing concerning, but you never know. Alright, so let's of course do the trigger warnings. And please also remember that at certain points throughout the adventure, I will of course put up trigger warnings. Trigger warnings, what am I talking about? I will, of course, step in and be like, okay, look, here's a timestamp, use it, skip forward. You don't have to watch anything you don't want to. I will do my best to try and, skip over anything you may or may not want to see, but chances are I'm going to miss a lot of stuff. So, if you're familiar with Mafiafell, if you're familiar with Siren Call, if you're familiar with the horror tale I covered, then you should be fine. Because this is somewhere in that genre, I'm guessing. Alright, this game will contain the following triggers. Disturbing descriptions, aka we're going down horror tale again. Unnerving, unsettling sounds. Well, I'm only going to hear half of it because I've only got one ear. Violence for both against playable characters and others. Where that's concerning. Normally it's against other characters. No, sometimes it's against me, especially in Underfell. Death for both. Oh dear. Well, that's concerning. Murders. Oh, well, that's even more concerning. Gore, well, I knew that because there was gore in Siren Call. If you're okay with all of this and you're okay and good to go, well then let's head off on our adventure, try and find our sister. Why am I always losing a sibling? You know what, maybe being an only child is a smart move in this universe, because for some reason, whenever you've got a sibling, something stupid happens to them. I'm looking at you, Lawrence. I'm looking at you, mafiafell, Lawrence. Before beginning, this game uses sound effects for best experience device play. Okay, so this is just telling you how to interact with things. You can interact with the music thing down here. Whenever it goes dark blue, I can actually see it. Whenever it's light blue, I can't. I've got terrible eyes. We've got a gear we can interact with, which is settings. So, you can mess with your fonts and stuff. The little weird, cloud-looking thing, this is your saves. And this is your little reset the whole game button. Remember as well to use your arrow keys if you mess up and you want to try and fix it. Okay, is that great? Is that fantastic? Great, let's go find our sister. The sky is heavy with grey clouds, the swirls of snowflakes lazily descend. Where is the music? Do we have music? Do I need to include music? Okay, so the music comes on in here. You don't hear the music, right? The music was here. The music is being lazy. What is this? Shame on you, music. Fine, we don't need you, music. You're not relevant in our story, so you can forget it right now. Oh, now you work. Alright, the sky is heavy with grey clouds of swirls of snowflakes lazily descend. You struggle to hold back your yawn. It's been a long day. You let out a low sigh. Your breath lingers in the cold air and the tips of your nose hurts and your eyes feel dry from the constant frigid wind. You've bundled as best as you could, but it's impossible to escape the chill of winter. At least you'll be home soon. You're eager to get inside and eat dinner. You see the front door of your apartment? House. Duplex. I don't know what a duplex is. I know what an apartment is, a house. You got the key in your pocket. I'm making the buttons, the thing freak out. Backpack, because backpacks are better, you can hold more stuff. And you start to reach for it. Your phone chimes and you've received a text message. You pull it out and see that it's from your older sister. Oh, well, that's bloody brilliant. It's always the older ones that go gallivanting off into Adventureland and I'm having to find them. Lawrence is the same. Do I need to make a teddy bear for my sister too? No, it's fine. She probably won't end up in the same situation as Lawrence. Surely she's going to be okay. You open the message. I swear to God, sister. You better not get in any trouble. Okay, mine blue, mine yellow. I don't know. Hey, hi. Working kind of late. Can you make dinner? Okay, so blue is my sister. So, hey, hi. Working kind of late tonight. Can you make dinner? You trust me in the kitchen? What is wrong with you? Fifth night in a row, though. Are you okay? Fifth night in a row? Excuse you? Yeah. Dr. G thinks we're nearly at a breakthrough. Of course the workaholic is having my sister stay late. Why wouldn't Gaster do that? Freaking Gaster. Might actually do a test run tonight. Well, as long as you don't open the freaking portal to the void or something and unleash great evil upon the world. Good luck with you. They're gonna do something stupid, aren't they? And they're gonna unleash some. Is that what the freaking shadows are? Is this goddamn experiment about to unleash evil onto the world? Happy face! Don't you give me party happy face. Lol. Okay. Good luck. I don't need luck. Only science. Science can get you killed, woman. Ha ha! Don't you give me a cute blushies, but that is freaking adorable. But still, don't get kidnapped or worse. You put your phone away. You dig your keys out of your backpack and you fumble to open the door. Your hands are stiff and achy. Another long day at a barista? Absolutely not. Freelancer? Intern? Tutor? Oh gosh, no, don't trust me teaching any generation anything. Secretary? Gosh, no, I'd probably kill my boss. Retail worker? No, I tried that once. It was a horrible experience. Literally, I got bullied by the boss of the place because I was too short. I'm not even kidding. I literally got bullied because I was too short to reach the shelf. Now, I have a type of, mental condition as well where you need to, be very specific and clear with, instructions because I will, come up with, multiple choices of what you mean. Or, be ingenuitive and use something else. So, it was a horrible experience. I remember breaking down crying. And I wasn't the only one because this person would always bully people from the valley I lived in. For some reason, they didn't like people that were Welsh and they were from up in the valleys. I don't know why. But yeah, it was always only if you were Welsh and you were from up in the valleys were you actively targeted by this person. And I wasn't even aware of that. So yeah, I didn't continue doing that work experience. After that, I got really upset and traumatized, so. Anyway, and you still have a paper to write. Juggling work and uni is taking its toll on you. Regardless, no matter how bad or long your day is, you can't afford to slack off in school. You're a scholarship program. If your grades slip, you'll lose everything. Let's not put too much pressure on me. I might freak out. Your parents are paying for everything on the agreement that you keep up a certain grade level. Sure, let's have supportive parents. That way, if anything happens to my big sis, I can go crying to my parents and be like, Mom, sis went and got lost again. I swear it wasn't my fault. Thankfully, you are a young woman, so you have a little more energy to handle life than, say, your parents. What has being a woman got to do with anything? I mean, yeah, I'm a woman, but my goodness, I swear, my energy isn't always there. Privately, though, you are immensely relieved that this will be the last semester. Let's do that. That makes me sound a little bit happier to not have to do this forever. Okay, let's just turn this down a little bit, maybe. There we go. Sweet freedom will be yours, along with the treasured degree. All blood, sweat and tears you poured into this will all have been worth it. You already see that diploma, well, feel the weight of it in your hands. Hear the politely exhausted applause of your peers at the end of the ceremony. The weight on your shoulders will finally be lifted. You'll have your degree in, let's go with astrophysics. Do I know what astrophysics exactly is? No, but I know it sounds sciencey. You loved astronomy. Oh, well, yeah, and maths. I do not love maths. I like astronomy, though. I like stuff to do with stars, but freaking maths, no. I'd be out the door. I'd be like, maths? Nope, I'm leaving. Goodbye. You know what? We won't. Should we just go with computer engineering? I like computers. Does computer engineering involve maths? Please tell me to. Why does it all involve maths? My kryptonite is maths. Because I actually had to learn maths in Welsh and it was atrociously hard. That's what you get for going to a Welsh school. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? You loved astronomy and math for as long as you've known about them. No. I've hated math with a passion. Still do, always will, because, you know, Welsh school, it was absolutely horrible. And I'm trying to see if this thing is picking up. Hopefully it is picking up the background sound just fine. Hopefully. Anyway. Your affection transformed into a single-minded goal of earning a degree and eventually a job in that area. You entered your home and kick off your shoes. At once you smell the smell of roses? No, not since Dr. Rose and mafiafell. Absolutely. Lavenders? No, I hate the smell of lavenders. Like, I sneeze at them. I don't know why. Jasmine, lilac, liang. I don't know what that is. I think it's a Japanese flower. I said this last time. Orange blossom, eucalyptus, cedar, sandalwood, pine, honey, vanilla. I like vanilla. Your sister must have turned the oil diffuser on before she left. When she noticed that you're stressed, she likes to make the whole house feel like your favourite scent, so it's a pleasant surprise when you come home. You stretch your arms above your head, and then flick on the light. This house is something you share with your sister. The two of you moved out together to attend the same university. This place is nearby. It's actually your grandparents' old house. They passed on some years ago, and the place has been sitting empty until you and your sister moved in. It was dusty, grimy, and needed a lot of quick repairs. But you're happy with the final results. It is a good house, a sturdy house. You and your sister can live comfortably here for a long time. As semi-broke college students, you and your sister don't have much in the way of decor. The house is really only filled with the necessities, and any personal touches are reserved for your bedrooms. Dinner. Right. You take off your backpack and hang it by the front door. You rubbed your tired shoulders in relief. At a quick pace, you move to the kitchen. Rummaging through the fridge and cabinets, you find the contents mostly barren. The two of you were supposed to go shopping early in the week, but between work and school, neither of you made it home before dark. See, that's concerning. I don't like going out at dark. It's not her fault. Your sister was offered a job at her dream job. You don't begrudge her for the long hours, or that it ends with you needing to take an extra chore or two at home when things get crazy. She always returns the favours anyway. When things get too stressful for you, she'll pick up your favourite treat from... Do we have grilled beef? I don't like when it goes, like, fuzzy like that. It's really, like, upsets my eyes. Stop highlighting everything as well. Grilled bees! When in doubt, go for grilled bees. Grilled bees, best man, best flame man. Always go for grilled bees. Grilled bees is a must go for any Undertale fan. Why did my accent go like wibbly wobbly? And do your laundry while you relax. Your eyes flicker between the cabinets and the fridge. Thankfully, you're not low on any seasoning, so whatever you make will be okay, probably. You drum your fingers absently on the fridge door handle as you consider what to make. Can I just point out, I would eat none of... Like, I'm a very picky eater, I'm afraid. So a lot of these things, I might not actually eat it. Mac and cheese. I've never tried mac and cheese because I don't like pasta. But I do like cheese and milk. Frozen shrimp. I'm not fond of shrimp. I don't like lemon, but I like butter. But it has to be a certain type of butter. Pork, rice, flour. I don't like rice. Panko breadcrumbs. I don't know what those are. Chicken, yogurt, onion. I don't like garlic. And like I said, I don't like rice. And I don't mind a little bit of onion, but I'm not that fond of it. Tofu, never had it. Broth, ugh. I do like a tiny bit of broth. Like I said, I'm a very picky eater. I would not, like, survive well in this world. You see absolutely nothing. Take out, here you come. Everything is completely authentic. You have no allergies nor diet restrictions. By the time the food arrives, you're absolutely starved. You take a glance at the clock on your phone. It's an hour before midnight. Your sister's worked long hours, but even this is a stretch. Why isn't she home? It's past midnight. Surely Gus is not going to have them, like, stay that late. Oh my god, did something happen to her? Did she freaking get kidnapped from, like... Did she get dragged in the experiment or something? She's only an intern, so they don't typically keep her past 8. It's past midnight, you're telling me they don't keep her past 8. Hello? Phone sooner? That's not like her. And that's definitely not right. It's strange that Ella, Sophie, Hazel, oh god, no, I can't. Hazel from Animal Crossing. Olivia, Mia, Hyun, Fang, Hannah, Aki, Idunu, Benetta, Camila. See, I don't know half of these names. Sophia, I would know. Sophie, Hazel, Olivia, Mia. Mamma Mia. You know what, Mamma Mia. I'm going to have Mia because that way I can go, Mamma Mia. Where is Mia? Just so I can do that. Mia isn't home yet. You go to send her a message. Mia, answer the goddamn phone. Mia. Hey, Mia. How late are you staying? Mia? Oh, shit. No response. That's unusual for your sister when she's on her medication. She also keeps her phone with her, even if it gets her in trouble if caught. You wait a little more before you send more message. Dinner is done. I'll put your portion in the fridge. Call me if you need me to come pick you up. Don't try to leave alone if you're too tired to stay alert. Your frown deepens. Oh, no. Oh, poo. Oh, great, there's hidden messages. Is that great? Why is it backwards? You really hate this. I do. You feel a strange sense of foreboding, uneasy. You really hate this. Mia's an adult. You're not her babysitter. She said they might be doing something important tonight. She very well could be absorbed in work. Rationally, one late night is not enough to warrant a panic attack. No matter how uncomfortable you feel about it. No, because that means that you've got a sixth sense. Your sixth sense is kicking in to tell you, oh, something bad has happened. As the younger sister, you have to remind yourself that Mia had been joined to your hip since her birth. You've always looked out for one another. Although her impulsive decisions making tends to leave the situation where you have to take care of her more often than not, even though you were younger. She is at one of the most secure laboratories in the world, surrounded by genius scientists and monster bodyguards. I don't think monster bodyguards are going to do much or shit against whatever they've messed with. Look. Doesn't matter if they've got guns. It doesn't matter if they've got gaster blasters, okay? The least safest place to be is in a freaking laboratory in the freaking universe. in the Undertale multiverse, because that's where shit hits the fan all the time, okay? What are you talking about, bodyguards? Bodyguards ain't gonna do anything. As we've seen in Siren Call, bodyguards did nothing. They got shredded by siren sounds. She's not gonna be much safer there than you are at home. Don't say that! Why do you feel so sick? Hello, what do you mean she's more safer at work than you are at home? You put away her portion of food and eat your own. With a full stomach and a long day behind you, you're more than ready to collapse into your bed. You drag yourself to your bedroom and change your PJs. I don't wear makeup. You don't wear makeup and do not use hair care routines, so you head straight for bed. Before you collapse on bed, you notice an old book on your pillow. Pillar? What's this pillar? Pillow. Excuse me. Your tired mind takes several seconds to realise what it is. It's an old storybook, a collection of classical dark tales. Oh, god damn it all. Are we about to, like, go into, like, fairyland or something now? Is it going to be, like, I don't know, something comes out of a freaking storybook to make me... Again, I know nothing about Sciencetale, so anything is freaking possible. I'm half expecting, like, freaking alien to come out of the goddamn vent or something at some point, you know? But then when I hear about shadows, my mind goes to, like, Outlast. You know, with the... I can't remember what it's called. One of them got turned into, like, a shadowy, like, smoky thing. And was going around murdering everyone. That's what I'm half expecting. It's an old storybook collection of dark tales. It was given to you by your late grandparents when you were small. You vaguely remember me asking to borrow it a few weeks ago. Why did she specifically want to borrow it a few weeks ago before she suddenly disappeared? She must have left it on your pillow before she left for work this morning. And after you left. You moved to pick it up. Your hands gripped the leather binding, and you know she left a bookmarks inside. Why did she leave bookmarks inside? For these stories, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to read this one. The bookmark, the shadowed witch. Of course I picked this one, don't I? The bookmarks take to the first page of the Shadowed Witch. It is the short, grim tale. There once was a monster who fell in love with a woman in a quiet town. The two came together and started a family. Aww. But one day a lord came through the village and fell in love with the woman. He returned to his castle and ordered soldiers to bring the woman to him. Okay. They came into the village and ransacked it for the woman. She and her family tried to hide, but the village outed them to save their own lives. Oh! Horrible! She and her family were dragged to the castle. I swear to God, if he ends up killing the family just to get the woman, I hope she cursed his ass. The Lord ordered her to surrender to him, and when she refused, he executed her children? He ordered her to surrender to him, and when she refused again, he executed her husband? He ordered her one final time, and when she refused thrice, he put her to flames? What is this, frickin' Asgore? Setting people on fire? It sounds, that is like so horrible, but it is a grim tale, so there's not meant to be happy endings. What is this? Is this like forebodingness? Is this going to be like, long story short, in the end, like this freaking woman's going to come back later on in the story to freaking come and murder me? What? I can't believe that though. She refused even after he killed her children. The father went for the children first. That's disgusting. And then he went for the husband. That is just foul. I know why he went for the kids first, but that is still disgusting. Did he get murdered later? Please tell me he got murdered. This woman was no ordinary woman, however. She was a witch, and her powers awakened with her dying breath. She used the entity of her magic and soul to curse all those who betrayed or hurt her and her family. The shadows stretched over the land, enveloping it in complete darkness. All creatures that touch it become a part of her wrath. Gosh, this sounds like, Betty, doesn't it? Oh, what is that? Glitch Tale. Doesn't it sound a bit like Glitch Tale? A little bit. The villagers were turned to stone, their minds forever tormented in darkness. The soldiers were drained of colour and motion. Eternally stuck in monotone, the Lord was trapped in the realm of mirrors that taunted him with his worst nightmares to the end of days. The story ends with everyone miserable. Oh my goodness! That is horrible! What a disgusting Lord! And the villagers, how could they? They just outed them to save their own lives? Hello? Like, not the villagers are like really tight-knit and we protect each other, but gosh darn it, back then. So, he killed the monster. So he dusted him. It doesn't say here if the Lord was a human. I'm assuming the Lord was a human then. But the kids, he actually killed the children in front of her. God, a part of me is like, so the woman was a human, the woman was a human. The husband was a monster, so the kids were hybrid children, most likely. But that's just horrible. So everybody now that gets touched by this curse becomes a part of her hatred and wrath. This also reminds me of Paranormal. With like the little girl. Which if you haven't seen that, that's a really good movie. I really enjoyed that one. Set the book aside and go to sleep. Gosh darn it. You set the book on your nightstand. But also that story was like really sad because in the end, yeah, everybody got cursed, but that didn't really like fix anything. She didn't really get, yeah, she kind of got vengeance, but you know, not really. Disgusting. Couldn't even respect the woman when she refused him a third time. Third time's a charm, and he's like, oh, well, you still won't marry me, so I'll just kill you and burn you on the fire. Excuse you? Ugh, God. The sheets were recently washed, so they smell fresh and feel soft against your skin. You bury your face in your pillow. You sleep like the dead. Don't say it like that! Your alarm gets you up in the morning. You open go for pink eyes. Right now my mind keeps going back to the story because this game is called The Shadows. The Shadows Are Watching. So I'm wondering if the story about the witch is relevant to like what's going to happen. But what's that got to do with like the experiment? Well, I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to keep that story in mind because maybe it has something to do with why the game is called The Shadows Are Watching. Anyway, you tiredly stare up at the ceiling. You raise a hand to rub at your face. With a yawn, you roll over and grab your phone to check for any notifications. Mia didn't respond to you last night. In fact, the message sit as unseen. Did her phone die? Oh, come on now. Your brow frowns. You check to see if you have any missing calls. She might have borrowed her coworker's phone to reach you. Nothing. Okay. You get out of bed and go down the hall. You knock on a bedroom door. Mia, you up? No response. Mia? Oh, blaming heck, my sister's blooming missing. You try to respect her privacy by staying out of her room when she's not home, but one quick glance to see if she's there should be okay. You can make her breakfast to apologize later. You open the door and poke your head inside. She's not in her bed. You shut the bedroom door and hurry to the front room. Her shoes aren't by the entrance. You whip out your phone and call her.
The number you dialed is not in service.
Why isn't it in service? What the shit? Excuse you? What happened to my... Where's her phone? What do you mean it's not in service? That's not a dead phone. That is something entirely different. That is concerning. That's not normal. What just happened? Great. And I got... Lawrence just up and disappears, okay, like 5 years ago in freaking mafiafell. This one, no. Sister just disappears overnight. You call her freaking phone. It's like, oh, sorry, the number you've dialed is not in service anymore. Sod off. Your body goes cold. Not in service. That means out of reach of a cell tower? This is city. There's no way. You try not to panic. Your sister hasn't responded to your text last night. She hasn't come home. You cannot get a hold of her. None of these things are good, but they can also be explained away. You remind yourself to not jump to anything rash. she can be hyperfixated like freaking Dr. Gaster. It doesn't happen often while on a med, but she does happen. She has ADHD. She, like you, has ADHD. And you have anxiety. Technically, I have ADD. And I have anxiety on top of having ADD. But I was misdiagnosed when I was little to having ADHD. But then it turns out I have another type of it. And they call it ADD. So I'm not even sure if I do have ADHD or if I have ADD or if I technically have a mix of both. Because, like I said, when I was little, I was diagnosed with it. Yet afterwards, they were like, oh, no, it's not ADHD. It's probably ADD. Again, probably. Not confirming if it is or not. And then over time as I grew up, I eventually got severe anxiety and panic attacks on top. So yeah, I'm just a whole bundle of everything. I just keep getting issues, don't I? And I also have problems with, like, social going out. I freak out with certain things. She, like you, has ADHD. You both remind each other to stay up on your medication. So, unfortunately, here in the UK as well, so this is not really relevant to this, but more of something that is going on in the UK. For a while, they couldn't get my actual, like, medication because, again, it falls into the category of ADHD. So I literally was given other tablets. I've been given, like, 3 different types to help with my medication thing, only to then finally get my one back after 3 months. That's how bad it is in the UK, trying to get stuff here. Oh, boy. She could have set her phone down somewhere in the lab. Their services can be spotty in the lower levels from what you've been told, and got caught up in the work. She might not even realise what time it is. How does she not realise what time it is? Surely her body's going to go, hey. Or, you know, her stomach's going to growl, and she'll be like, I'm hungry. I mean, I get you're all hyperfixated, but sure you're going to remember that you have a sister that's waiting at home for you. You take a deep breath and let it out slowly. Oh, you swing by the lab. You visit often. They will let you in with no problem, especially if you bring food. Right, you move quickly to get ready. You brush your long... Do I have purple hair? Why does everything highlight when I click it? How dare you? Silver, grey, pink, purple. There we go. We're going to go with loosely curled hair. You wear it loosely. You pull on a sweater over top of your bare legs. Absolutely not. We're not going bare legs in here. No way, no how. Keeping my legs attached to my body. Going to make sure that there's something protecting my legs at all times, just to be on the safe side. Don't trust anyone. Also going to make sure I wear like a turtleneck or something, because nothing's taking my head off. Dress. Sweater dress. Hoodie. Hoodie with cat... Oh! Hoodie with cat ears. Count me in. Catify me away. Forget what I said. Forget about protecting my neck. Accessorizing with cat ears. Here we go. I've always wanted a hoodie with cat ears. Oh my god, I definitely want to have one of those. Mini skirt, absolutely. What is a skirt? Can someone please tell me what that is? It's like a short skirt thing. Shorts, booty shorts, capris, pants, sweatpants, yoga pants, bare legs. See, I'm not going with bare legs. I refuse to let anything be too showy in here. I don't trust the lab. I've played this enough. I want to go with pants, if I can get them up. Even though technically they're called trousers here. Trousers, yes, because in the UK we call things weird names. Pants. Then slip on some flats. Sneakers. Sneakers, yes, for sneaking. Right. You do a quick check of yourself in the mirror. Your reflection stares back at you and you try to ignore the plain worry in your face or how your ivory skin looks paler than usual. That's okay. Your complexion will fix itself as soon as you find your sister. Yes, just keep telling yourself. It's okay. Everything will be alright. I keep telling myself every time I'm looking for frickin' Lawrence, you know. It's fine. We'll be okay. It's not like possibly Lawrence has already gone through some terrible experimentation or something or has been killed and then has been like put into an amalgamation or something far worse. Pretty sure it's nothing to worry about. Maybe you'll yell at her for making you worry. You run your hands down your hoodie with cat ears to fix where it bunched up. Let's see. Your hoodie with cat ears is cream coloured? No. Ivory? No. Coffee? No. Caramel? Tawny? No. White? Oh gosh, no. Black? Will black be better? Think about it. Black. A black cat. Technically, for some people, it is bad luck, but it can also be good luck for others who believe in it. And because we got like a story about a witch, I'm going to go with black cat. Hey, look at me. Black cat. We'll go with black. We'll be sneaking around in no time. No one will know we're here. With the cat ears, you are wearing a crop top, compressions, a t-shirt, a cami, crop top. You know what? We'll go with t-shirt. Your pants are. Can we go with black? We will go with black. We'll be sneaking around. We'll be a burglar. Your sneakers are. We're gonna go with black. We're gonna go with full black, and no one will know we're here. Shh. We'll be invisible. Just like in the dark, just like sneaking up, and they're like, ah! You have no other markings on your skin. Cat, dog. I want a star. Rose, lotus, butterfly, moth. We're gonna have moth for Gaster. Moon, sun, heart, broken heart, Cheshire cat. We don't have any stars. I'm sad. Fine. We'll go with a moon. We'll go with a moon. You give a tight nod. Why am I giving nod? You grab a small bag and leave. Well, yes, because a purse. We're not going to be able to hold along a purse. Grab your freaking bag. Don't be stupid. You like this bag. It's a messenger bag and it has like all the skeletons on it. It's not very big, but it holds the essentials plus a little more. You hoist it over your shoulder and grab your keys and leave. It's snowing again. The winter air is frigid. You make sure to pick up food from... There's only one place to get food from. What are you talking about? And that is Grillby's. Hello. That way, if anything happens, I'll be like, Grillby, send in the cavalry. Send in all the monsters. Please. Send in Mama Tori. You know, anybody and everyone that matters, please. Before you head out. It takes me an hour to get there and still no response from your sister. Well, freaking damn it all. You've unlocked your character profile and the Everdream song you can use as a background. The library name is Capri... Wait a minute. Why does that sound familiar? It is run by the world-renowned Dr. Wingerdings Gaster, a genius engineer and physicist. Haha! I did it! I said the name! And with over a dozen PhDs, scientists from all around the world will sell their kidneys for a chance to work with the famous monster. He's pioneered many inventions and his lab is known as the lead innovator when it comes to engineering and technology. It even jointly worked with the government to build rockets into space. Before you met him in person. He was an idol to both you and your sister, but then you got to meet him. He cemented himself as a permanent idol, and you have a small case of hero worship for him. Why not? We're like, idolize the man. Unless, of course, it's underswap Gaster. And what did I do? You know exactly what you did, and don't. The building itself rests atop of a massive hill that overlooks the ocean. Oh, well, that's not concerning. What is it? Freaking siren sounds is going to be down there later now. It doesn't look very tall or impressive on the outside. 2 stories, all white, but inside it is magnificent. Ooh, such a grand word. Magnificent. You've been told the basement is 12... What? 20 floors deep? Not that you've ever had a chance to see it for yourself. Are you freaking kidding me? Security is no joke at the lab. Massive walls line the entire perimeter, on top with electric barbed wire. Cameras are positioned everywhere, and there's even a monster security team that are authorized to use magical attacks on intruders. Holy moly! Thankfully, direct family are allowed into the lobby and some parts of the first floor. The day your sister got her clearance, she requested authorization for you to be able to visit. After passing a careful background check, you were given a shiny laminated guest badge. I like the Pacific, like it clearly states it was laminated. That is fancy. When you arrive at the lab, you dig out your badge. It has your picture in the top right corner of it, and you see your long, purple, loosely curled hair and your pink eyes staring back at you. Your ivory skin looks washed out in the photo. Directly beneath the picture, it has your name, which is Twinkle. And then your last name, which is Phoenix. Would go with Gaster, you know, because I'm just thinking ahead, you know, that I want to marry the freaking characters. After all, Gaster is not his first name. Technically, Wingerdings is his first name and Gaster is the last name. You have to swipe it open at the gates placed at the top of the hill. It's very strange to not see Papyrus at the security booth. You linger at it, feeling strangely guilty not to say hi to him before you enter. Wait, why isn't he at the door? He's supposed to be at the door. Why isn't he there? If the place is high security, that's an alarm thing. That's not right. He's supposed to be there at all times. That is not good. Where's Papyrus? Oh no. Oh shit, has everybody been taken out? Oh Christ. Okay, maybe he's on break. No, he wouldn't though. It's just not Papyrus. No, Papyrus doesn't take breaks on the job. He'll even stay late to ensure his brother doesn't work too much overtime. If Papyrus isn't at the booth, he was likely called inside or is doing some errands, right? Right? After a moment of hesitation, you reach into the security booth and write on one of his notepads. You leave a brief message for him that you're at the lab and you brought grill bees, and you hope to see him on the way out. He's a very nice monster, and you know he takes his job seriously. You feel bad for entering without checking in with him. Heading up to the lab, you see your badge. You use your badge to unlock the front door, and you enter the laboratory of Dr. Wingerdings Gaster. Oh god. We're now inside. We're inside after like 40 minutes of freaking talking. I'm finally here. This is pretty much just like Siren Call. Okay. Pristine white floors shine under fluorescent lights. Everything is clinically clean. The lobby is minimal. Tall fixed windows cover the front, left and right walls. They reach up to the ceiling at the first floor. There's a receptionist desk directly to your left with a handful of potted plants around it. Is the receptionist at the freaking desk? If not, we've got problems. Right. The far back wall is completely white with one elevator at the center of it. You adjust your grip on the food you brought and glance at the front desk. The desk is empty. Oh shit, has everybody disappeared? It's normally manned by a sassy cat-like monster named Catty. Oh my god, Catty! Whenever you visit, she always grins wickedly and demands first pick of the food. She'll happily chat with you while you wait for your sister to come up and meet with you. Sometimes it could take Mia a long time. You arguably talked with Catty the most out of all of Mia's co-workers. Catty? You call out, and there's no response. Catty rarely leaves her desk. First Papyrus, now Catty. Did everyone go home? Why would they go home and still not like lock the whole freaking place up? Dum-dum. You check your phone and see nothing new from Mia, and you try to call her again.
The number you dialed is not in service.
The same error message again. Stars what's going on. A seed of anxiety takes root in the pit of your stomach. Its sourness makes you queasy. Your grip tightens on the bag of food you brought. Keep calm, you tell yourself. There's an explanation for this. What that explanation is, you don't know. You take a peek at the logging book, wondering if maybe someone important came through to warrant everyone's gathering together. No, I highly doubt that. Even so, the freaking receptionist or someone would be there. You recognize and die. On days when you visit the lab at the same time, you, her, Dr. Alphys, and your sister would eat out together. And I used to be the captain of the Royal Guards before the barrier came down and the monsters were freed. She was a nice monster, albeit very loud and overly excitable. Tori, you haven't met her. Her name vaguely sounds familiar, though. Dramir. Oh, okay, so... the login book. Okay, so these are the names on there. So, Dramir. Oh, well. Oh, our character doesn't know Tori? Really? Why doesn't our character know Tori? Oh, well. From the sign-in sheet, it looks like Tori and I both came to the lab last night in the late evening, but neither signed out. Oh, great. Frickin' Mama Tori's gone too. Anne and I? You go around Cathy's desk. Her computer is still on. It hasn't gone to sleep, so you don't need to log in. You remember she told you she changed the setting for it because she was tired of having to type out a stupid long password every time she got back from a rest break. She had a lot of web browsers open. You check her history. Last opened 11:58 p.m. Wow, late night you think. But Cathy's best friend and roommate, Bratty, is one of the scientists. Bratty? Oh. Bratty is a crotte monster with blonde curly pigtail hair and bright pink eyes. She, like Cathy, can be playfully sassy. She's your sister's team's lead, and the two work side by side. Your sister adores her, and you've been told she has a surprisingly dark sense of humor. She takes good care of your sister and has proofread homework for you. Return. Wait, hold on. I can highlight names? I wasn't aware I could. Hold on. Let me just check. Can I highlight Cathy's name? Yeah, hold on. I can click, thing. Okay, so I can't click I click Bratty, though. That's interesting. I can click Bratty, but I can't click, like, you know. Oops. Is one of the scientists on Dr. Gaster's team. Cathy makes it a point to not leave without Bratty. There's nothing else of note on Cathy's computer, but you do know something alarming. Cathy's phone and her badge are beside the monitor. She does not leave her phone anywhere. She'll take it with her to the bathroom. She only sets it down when she's actively using the computer. And her badge? She can't leave the facility without a badge. Literally, the front door and security gates are a two-way check. She has to be in the facility then. Huh. Okay, well then, that means everyone is still freaking here. You have someone to play with your hair. You open up the lab messenger on Cathy's computer and you check everyone's status. All of her recent contacts show as away since 12 o'clock at night. What the? Do we have biscuits? What the biscuits? What the flip-flap? Biscuits and cookies. You notice your sister's name and you hesitantly try to call her through the messenger. Mia, please pick up. She doesn't pick up. It feels too early to call the police when there could be a very good explanation for all of this. Really? What is the good explanation of why Bratty, Cathy, Papyrus and Di, Tori, Mia, possibly Sans and Gaster are all gone poof? I'm assuming Sans and Gaster gone poof because Mia was working with Gaster late that night, right? And I'm assuming Sans was probably with them, so he's probably gone too. I'd be surprised if they haven't. But everyone's pretty much gone poof! Am I alone here? At least I haven't found a dead body. That's all I'm going to say. I'd rather, like, not find a body, please. Right, okay. Could be a very good explanation for all of this. I'm sure people just, you know, disappear into thin air and leave their stuff where they were. You know, every day. Well, it hasn't even been 24 hours. From true crime podcasts you've heard your sister listen to, you recall that you legally can't report anyone missing until it's been 24 hours. Unless they are minors. You eye Cathy's badge. How far are you willing to go? Let's steal a badge. This is a bad idea. This is a very bad idea. Really? But people are missing and we don't know where they are. So, really, you can easily explain to Cathy, look, I noticed the badge was out. I noticed that you were gone. I was worried. Mia's wasn't responding to my calls. Papyrus wasn't there. Like, you weren't there. I didn't see and die, and I didn't see whoever Tori is. Like, I was worried. I brought the badge so that way no one could steal it. You are going to get in trouble for this. You're going to get in big, big trouble for this, but this doesn't sit right with you. Something is wrong. Easy to ask forgiveness than permission, you think to yourself, as you take the badge. You move to the main elevator and use the badge to summon the elevator to you. One floor at a time, you'll find them. Oh god, we're now going to go look for them. I hope they're alive. Or if they're not alive, they better not be deaded. I don't want them to be deaded. I want them to be alive-ed. Oh god, oh god, oh god, we're going down. Are we guys ready? We're going, folks. We're going on adventures. Let's get to going. You enter the floor. This is the common area. You step out the elevator and immediately smell coffee. You follow the main hallway down to the break room. The white tile floor shines into the fluorescent light and your sneakers clack against the tiles with each step. The break room is, as upstairs, empty. The table's set and used. The smell of burnt old coffee is strong and you see several pots on the warmer are half empty with a few completely empty. No one started a fresh pot this morning. This must be leftovers from yesterday. Okay, so people all went poof yesterday. Great. You set the food you brought on the table with a note explaining what you're doing, and if anyone finds this, please call you. You check the bathrooms on the floor, and you even check the nap room. You find absolutely nothing. Well, we're not going to call the police. We haven't looked. We need to search from top to bottom, so let's get to the next floor. Floor 2 is used for filing. It's a wide floor filled with filing cabinets as tall as you can see, and it's dimly lit with long shadows in each corridor. Well, that's concerning. What do you mean, long shadows? Ugh. You call out to see if anyone's there. Nobody answers. Nobody does, huh? Well, we better explore. We don't know. It's a long carpeted area with big dim fluorescent lights above. It's dark enough around some corners you feel the need to take out your phone and turn on its flashlight setting. You walk down the row of the filing cabinet searching for any signs of anything. What do you mean anything? Don't you mean anyone? The metal cabinets are locked. You tag on a few as you walk, double checking. Maybe someone tried to get into them? Honestly, you really don't know what to expect or think. This entire situation is strange, and then the hair on the back of your neck stands up. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. There's something in here with me, isn't there? Your mouth dries down, your stomach drops. An ice tingle inches down your spine, prickly and discomforting. Your entire body goes rigid, your chest tightens as your heart picks up in speed. You subconsciously hold your breath in anticipation. Something is watching you. Well then, grip your phone tightly and use your flashlight to look around. Your light shines against a shadow in the corner, and it moves. Oh. Easy now, shadow. It swirls and shines away from your light. You follow and it disappears from view into the greater shadows of the corners of the room. The shadow moved. Well, it's fine. No need to panic. Maybe it's just your imagination, you know? Dim lights. Pfft. I don't know, maybe... I don't know. It's fine. It didn't attack. It's okay. The stomach lurches with anxiety, uncomfortable by what you saw. It's not safe. You are not safe. Hey, we don't know that. As far as we know, we were just being watched, okay? Did it try to approach me? No, because I shone a light. Because the power of light is a very, very powerful thing. If it attempted to attack me, I would have run like hell. That wasn't natural. That wasn't a monster nor a human. Every piece of it instincts are screaming at you to get away. The prickly thorns of anxiety poke and prod at your skin. You aren't safe. You aren't safe. But that means neither is Mia. You won't leave without her. Well, no. We need to keep looking. There must be a reason we are here. You can't risk leaving without finding some information about your sister. You continue to browse the rows of cabinets. You see one is opened. Why is one open? A drawer is pulled all the way out and there's a folder on top and you approach. Whoever opened the drawer must have been in a hurry to leave. You pick up the folder. The only one piece of paper, it reads Project V. Oh, blooming heck. Why am I not surprised that Asgore had something to bloody do with this? Stupid freaking Asgore. Fine. Artifact M was submitted to this lab for investigating by request of King Asgore Dramir. Okay, well, it was Asgore's fault. Artifact was found in Crucivis at an anthropology archaeological site near the destroyed city. Okay, is it... Okay, I'm going to say something right now. I wonder if this has anything to do with the story. We've seen a shadow. Right, what does this say? Oh, God. Okay, fine. Oh, hello. Wait, did this just flip itself? Okay. It seeded a strange barrier of magic. Okay. It flipped. back the other way. Okay. Artifact M exceeded a strange barrier of magic that the research was unable to explain or define. They sent a request for additional team members on the 11th day of June. New team arrived on the 18th day of June to an empty site. Authorities were called in, but nothing could be found except a note that read, "Shadows came from the mirror." Oh, in the story, the Lord, he got stuck in the mirror, didn't he? And he was being tormented by the shadows. The witch's shadows live in the mirror, and they cause him to have nightmares. Apparently, the artifact they found, they might have found the mirror that the Lord got sealed in. They found the cursed mirror. But why did the shadows come out? Okay. Artifact M was moved into federal custody. Something other requested was moved to Bombard, specifically to be looked after Dr. Gaster. Showed the barrier perceived a dark matter effect. Oh god, is this associated with a freaking... Oh god, is this connected to the void in some way? Oh shit. The rest of the page is torn at the halfway point. Okay, so my theory is they found the mirror. I'm pretty sure, I feel like they found the mirror that is part of the story that we read at the start. And that's what happened. I think they were messing with the mirror. Surely they weren't, though, messing with the freaking mirror, right? So apparently a team came along, found this mirror, and then when another team came to come and pick it up, they found that I think the original team disappeared, maybe? Is that what we're coming to an understanding? Yeah, because they only found a piece of paper, then just giving them a warning saying that shadows came out of the mirror, and apparently they still decided to pass this on to Gaster. They literally got a piece of paper telling them straight, shadows came out of a mirror. And they're like, oh, it's fine, we'll just pass it on to study with somebody else, you know. No harm, no foul. Hello? You got your warning. How much clearer did the person have to be? But I don't know if it is a mirror they found. We'll find out now. If we come across and we find that they found a mirror, then we know that people were stupid. You let out a slow breath. Project V. This is the only door open, and this is the only bit of information available. And also, on top of that, we saw a shadow moving, and we just hid in that, like, folder thing. It said that the shadows came out of a mirror, so... If you add shadow plus mirror plus warning, you get your answers, don't you? You can conclude that this was recently opened and likely was one of the projects being worked on when everyone disappeared. You can't read any of the redacted information, but you now know to keep an eye out for anything related to Project V. Does that include the freaking shadow moving about the place? You leave the paper behind. We don't need that. Just leave it there. Throughout the games, you can pick up items and discard them. The game give you option to discard items. Okay, bye-bye. You don't think you'll need it. Your capacity is at 0 and you can carry the maximum 3 items in your messenger bag. Okay. You return to the elevator and move to the 3rd floor. The elevator dings and the door opens to complete darkness. Oh, yay. Oh no! A reflecting shiver goes down your spine like a squirming centipede. Centipede? This was referred to as well whenever we had like scenes involving the void in like if underfell and all that. Bugs were referred to. You shine your flashlight, but the darkness barely abides. You can only see it as far as your hand stretches. Oh no. Oh no. Do I want to go out here? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well... Get off the elevator and explore the floor. It's naturally chilly and your breath comes out in puffs. 10 steps in and you might as well be outside in the snow. Goosebumps dot your arms. On top of it being cold, it is pitch black and unnerving. You don't want to linger in the dark when that shadow can't be trusted. No shit. It might be risky to explore the entire floor. You've been here a few times with Mia, so you know your way well. If you go to the raft, you'll reach arriving at the mixing and testing station. You hear a beeping sound over there, so there might be something completed to look at. If you keep going straight, you arrive at the desk. You see no light penetrating the darkness, so it's unlikely any of the computers will be accessible. If you go right, you reach the freezer. This is where they keep all the ingredients. It might be imagination, but you swear you can hear the faint sound of knocking. Is someone inside the freezer? Hey, look. Is there stuck in the freezer? It could be a trick. I want to go to the beepy sound. I'm not going to the freezer. No. Absolutely not. No. I don't trust it. No way. Go left, following the beeping sound, because if there's knocking, you're going to hear shouting. If this was a person, they would have called out for help, and they're not. They're just knocking. You move forward, walking stiffly in the cold environment. With each step, you feel an unnerving sense of being watched. Can you, go away and go spy on somebody else? What the biscuits and cookies? Sort off, you stupid shadow. You reach the machine and you see all but one is turned off. You don't recognize the device. The small screen at the top reads as complete, and you see a single vial of a type of shiny reflective black liquid. Well then, I'll take the shiny black liquid. You add the vial to your messenger bag, and you shut it violently. Your stomach lurches, your hands tremble. You should get back to the elevator. Well, yes, it's time to skedaddle. Let's just get out of here. Let's go, Scooby! The elevator is significantly warmer, and you sigh with relief once inside. You go down to the floor. You open it up to darkness, much like the floor above, but this one, you shouldn't get off the elevator. The shadow appears to move. It is faint, but you can see the bear swirls inside them. Oh, well then, in that case, you know what? You can keep your floor. You forget it. I don't need to be on this floor. Bye-bye. See you. Have fun. Enjoy having a party on this floor. I'm just going to go downstairs. Bye-bye. This is your sister's area. It's dark like the floors above, but none of the shadows react to your light. But you also don't feel like you're being watched. Oh, thank God. Finally. No one is freaking on this floor. Good to know. You get off quickly and move straight to a desk. Apprehension makes your steps stifled. Your nerves are frayed. You've been on this floor plenty of times, albeit technically you weren't supposed to be on this floor. You know the layout. Your sister works near the back. She studies chemical engineering, and she sits next to Bratty. So when Catty comes down to visit Bratty, she'll let you tag along to visit your sister. Your sneakers make no sound as you walk across the white carpet over to a desk. It's empty. All the desks are empty. Oh, God. Anxiety continues to grow, and the roots squeeze your stomach. You shake the mouse of a computer. The monitor flares to life and asks you for a password. Oh my God. Okay, let's keep going. Lucky for you, Mia uses the same password for everything. You unlock a computer with ease, and the first thing you check is the browser history. It looks like the only time she opened a browser at work was the last week to place a pizza delivery. You open up the work message. Her most recent chat was with a co-worker named Sans Gaster. You know Sans. He's a cute skeleton, and you have a small crush on him. You are stupidly, one-sidedly in love with him. Yep, that sounds about me. And you open up the chat. For a moment, the computer freezes, and your heart leaps in your throat. Your heart thumps in your chest as you read the message between your sister and Sans. Is Dr. Tree with you? Yeah. Will he be with you much longer? Probably not. Why? We got a notification from Project V. Okay, I'll let him know. Thanks, Sans. You're welcome. Once we're done with this project, think we'll get another office party? Probably. The kind where a super awesome family member can tag along? Decent chance. Do you likes to show off? Why? No reason, just thinking about my talented and beautiful sister who is so totally single and would probably have a lot of fun at such a party. Oh my God, she's freaking hinting to Sans. Lol, why would you bring Twinkle up? I'm so glad you remember her name. Why wouldn't I? She always brings my favorites. I noticed, Smiley. I also noticed the last time she came round, you ordered grilled beef for lunch and had extra to give to her. Lucky she was around to take it off my hands. I didn't have the stomach to finish. You also seem to always need to deliver stuff to me in person when she visits. He does? Ooh. It's good to take walks sometime. It gets lonely in the basement. I bet. I sure do hope that we have another office party, and I sure do hope that someone will be able to persuade Dr. Wingding's Gaster to let a family member attend. Smiley, smiley, smiley. Lol, I guess I can be a good boss and messenger him for your sake. For my sake, yes. Have I mentioned how smart my sister is? I've noticed. Cute too, huh? Smiley. And very, very single. D wants everyone on 10, kiddo. You're barely older than me. You don't get to call me kiddo. But I'm vastly smarter than you, so yeah, I do, kiddo. Oh my god. Don't make me send my sister up on a blind date. Want to do backroom filing for the rest of the month for the entire office? Forgive me, I will keep her signal if it's the last thing I do. Lol. Grab Brat and get down to 10. Yes, brother-in-law. Lol. Oh my god. He told her off for attempting to threaten him with me. Oh my god, I love that. That made my cheeks burn. Your cheeks burn as you read the messages. Yes, it did. Evidently, the infection is not going to notice by both your sister and Sans. From the way things are worded, it seems like Sans might also, maybe, like you too. Maybe. He could have been humoring your sister because he didn't want to deal with the awkwardness of shutting her down. He also seems so kind to you that it wouldn't surprise you. You don't want to get your hopes up over nothing. You absentmindedly play with your hair. And, well, regardless, this is not the time to be thinking about your one-sided love for another man when your big sister is missing. Priorities, Twinkle. Find Mia. Whew. Once she is safe with you again, then you allow yourself to think about those messages and what they could mean. You let out a slow breath and check the time on the message. This last message was sent about 10 minutes before you had dinner. You felt sick last night. Yeah, we did. If you had followed your gut, would she be missing still? But the thing is, though, this is when it happened, so you wouldn't have been able to get there in time regardless. Floor 10, huh? Bratty's badge won't go that far. You'll have to find another. Project V, what exactly is it? No. Don't go snooping around, Twinkle. You're here to find your sister. Don't dig into top secret project that will probably get you jailed for peeking. You're curious, not stupid. Well, not outlandishly stupid. You have to admit that if everyone is perfectly okay and you made a big stink about nothing, you'll never ever be allowed back here and you might end up costing your sister an internship. You search for another card. Hopefully Bratty left hers behind since everyone went together. Oh. Okay then. This is getting interesting, but also people are still missing. This floor is really only for Bratty's team. That includes your sister and 2 others that were recently hired, so it doesn't take you long to search. To your relief, Bratty did leave her badge behind. Not the smartest for the security reasons, but very lucky for you, you grab her badge and move to the 6th floor. The lights on this floor, but they flicker. This is going to be annoying. This area is the electronic department. I glance around the floor and you see a lot of strange devices that you can't immediately identify. You walk up and down the desk until you spot a drawer partially open. There's a flashlight, first aid kit, a granola bar, and a fake flower. Why is there a fake flower? Will light keep the shadows at bay? Well, then take the flashlight. Screw it. Let's go for light all the way. Light for freedom. You see nothing else of note on this floor, and most importantly, you don't see anyone. Where is everyone? You return to the elevator, and you go down to the 7th floor. Dr. Alphys's floor. It's cold like the 3rd floor. You don't think lingering here will be a good idea. In the darkness, however, you see a light. It's coming from Dr. Alphys's desk, and you know she's not the best at shutting a computer down. You peer around the elevator entrance and see no swirling shadows. You step off the elevator and hurry to Dr. Alphys's desk, and you're relieved she left her computer on and unlocked. You see everything she had opened last. Emails, the messaging system, and a running diagnostic program that isn't finished. You can see she was messaging Dr. Wingerding's Gaster. Okay, so I'm assuming green is Alphys, blue is Wingerding's. Dr. Bratty said BAG will be ready tonight. Saz also said you have the prototype prepared. Yes, I have the final product. Sanders keeping the original prototype at his station. Then we move to testing tonight. Wait, or is blue Alphys? I don't know. Understood. Yes. And I is kind of, you know, waiting. Okay, so yeah, blue is Alphys. Alright. So I'll read this properly. Dr. Bratty said bags will be ready tonight. Sans also said you have the prototype prepared.
Yes, I have to find a prototype. Sans is keeping the original prototype at his station.
Then we'll move to testing tonight.
Understood.
Yes.
And I is kind of, you know, waiting on me.
Testing should not take longer than an hour.
Is it okay if she watches?
Dr. Alphys, and I does not have clearance.
Come on, we know her. Can we try her watch the last experiment?
She is the queen.
Come on, please. She's already here, and I've kept her waiting every evening this weekend. I don't want to lose time with her. You can sympathize, can't you?
No. Oh my god. You are so savage, Dr. Wingerdings. They were going to test Project V tonight. Dr. Brady is a biochemist engineer, so it's more than likely bags of something chemical related. Dr. Alphys and Dr. Wings also mentioned a prototype. You'll have to check Dr. Sans's desk. You go to the elevator and move down to the 8th floor. Okay, so we need to go and find the thing that Sans has. This is the collaboration floor. There are desks and a variety of machines everywhere. There are moving shadows in the corner. Oh god, no. Why are they here? And it's painfully cold. Oh no, that means Sans isn't here. Shish kebabs. Thankfully, only a handful of desks have things on them. A lot of desks are empty, meaning there's only a full collaborations being worked on. You step off the elevator. Oh, okay, so now I have to, like, go to desks, do I? Okay, fine. Okay, so we'll check the first table. This table is long and riddled with metallic devices, wires, discarded parts, and complex blueprints. You can make out Dr. Sans and Dr. Alphys' signatures on blueprints and notes that concluded this must be a workstation for the both of them. The message between Dr. Wingerdings and Dr. Alphys mentioned they were working on something together regarding Project V. Is this what they were talking about? You rummage through the papers. Dr. Alphys' writing is slanted and barely legible, but Sans is easy to read. You find a cover page and read through it. Okay. Prototype RV. The device is designed to work similar to an electromagical pulse. A pulse is produced through a nuclear detonation of the air molecules by gamma rays generated from the explosion. The gamma ray ionizes the molecule by interacting with the molecule to produce positive ions. Symbolizes and produces a flash of light caught in the magnetic field of the original pulse, similar to Borealis! My god, is this like a callback to Siren Callback here? But for the scans are needed. When the charge is produced in contact with Bratty, the black something absorbs the entity of the production. The particles proceed weakly interacting with the surrounding part and absorb all light proceeding nearby, indicating it's a cold, dark matter. Unique waveform is found in the absorption that matches the aura produced by Project M. Yeah, but what is Project M? Behind the cover is a blueprint of a device that looks like a small taser. You move to the second collaboration table. Okay. Dr. Toby? Toby's name stands out straight away for me. The table is long and riddled with tubes, vials, and glass jars, and you can make out Dr. Brady and Dr. Toby's signature on the blueprints and notes, and conclude this must be a workstation for the both of them. You're rummaging around this sketch what Project V is. The black matter is a material with some makeup as an AG produced using dark matter. The part vibrated constant frequency keep the material in a permanent liquid state. Intermolecular bonds are difficult to irritate. Visually similar to mercury, but with black overtones. What is this? Freaking venom? Project M has the strongest reaction to the AG and includes dark matter into the creation proceeding has yielded promising results. Dr. Sans and Dr. Alphys hypothesized they can disturb the bond to mimic Project M's aura. Why are we even doing this? The rest of the page devolves into equations and shows the trials of testing of the metals. You do recognize some of the pictures match the vial from the chemistry floor, and you spot the words doorway a lot in the shortened handed notes. Okay, aging means silver, so black silver. You go to the elevator and move down to the 9th floor. Because I don't want to see anymore. I'm going to also quickly save by here. Floor 9. The physics floor. Oh, this is headed by Dr. Sansgaster. He doesn't have a big team. Mostly it's him, Dr. Whimsicott, Dr. Ian, and Dr. Keo. You visited his floor almost every time you came here. He always invited you back to his projects and would even offer to look over your college homework. Yay! You open the door and see nothing. You shine your phone flashlight into the darkness and it yields maybe a hand's worth of distance. It is difficult to follow with your eyes, but you swear it looks like the shadows are subtly swaying side to side. Oh, lovely. The freaking shadows are alive again. Your breath comes out in puffs and already you are shivering. Why is this happening? Because people messed with stuff. What else? Get off the elevator. You get off the elevator. It's a struggle to see more than a step in front of you. Your body shakes involuntarily. Goosebumps cover every inch of your ivory skin. Each exhale drains you of warmth and inhale replaces the warmth with a mounting sense of dread. You should not linger here long. You know the way to Sans desk. He sits close to the elevator because he doesn't like to walk a lot. He is 3 steps forward and 1 step to the right. The message between Dr. Alphys and Dr. Wingding suggests the prototype is at Sans's desk. You can grab it and leave. Okay, so forward, 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 and to the right. You arrive at a desk. You recognize it as Sans's desk immediately. Your pink eyes roam over the surface and you spot a familiar picture. It's one of you and Sans at last year's Winter Veils party. You're both smiling into the camera, standing a little too close to each other to be considered just friends. Seeing on his desk fills you with a bubbly warmth. You rummage through the desk and soon you find the prototype mentioned. Take the prototype. Why am I taking his prototype? You add the prototype to your messenger bag. Your capacity is now at 3 and you can carry it at max rounds. It is time to leave. Return to the elevator post-haste because we don't want to dally here. You take the elevator to the bottom floor, floor 10. This is Dr. Wingding's area. When you step off the elevator, you're surprised to find the elevator empties out into a skywalk and is brightly lit with no shadows to be found. Your sneakers click on the metal floor. You grip the metal railing as you stare at a mirror. Oh no! It is the wretched mirror! Why? Why are you Why? Why? Literally, the missing team mentioned about shadows came out of the freaking mirror and they're messing with the mirror. Is people stupid? Do they really not put one and one together to realise mirror is bad? Shadows come out of mirror. They're left with this freaking mirror. This is the mirror, the artifact in which they were studying. And they clearly tell you exactly what comes out of the damn thing. And they're like, oh, this is interesting. Everybody's missing. Who cares? Shadows come out of a mirror. And conveniently, our sister happened to be reading this book about a witch with mirror. About trapping the Lord in a mirror. I feel like my sister might be onto something. There's some type of oval mirror on the ground. There are spotlights focused on it. Looking at it disturbs you. You look away. It's quiet. It's clear that no one is here. Mia, you let a slow breath. You make your way across the catwalk. At the far back end of the room is Dr. Wingding's office. You open the door. It's a wide office. The walls are aligned with awards, certificate and degrees. His desk has stacks of paperwork written in code you cannot read. There has to be something here. Where was I? Oh yeah. There has to be something here. Something to tell me where they are. People don't disappear. They don't vanish into thin air. This isn't some creepypasta or horror story. It is actually a horror story. A bit. You think back to those strange shadows. You absentmindedly play with your hair. You rummage through Dr. Gaster's desk. He writes almost everything in strange code that you don't understand. You do notice he has the same picture of the Winter Veil party that Sans has. You stare at it a moment, oddly guilty for how you search through everyone's belongings. None of it makes sense. They are brilliant scientists. They won't disappear without a trace on those shadows. You think through what you have and what you found. I'm going to recreate this experiment, aren't I? They were working on Project V. They were going to test out Project V tonight. It's not hard to conclude that Project V is behind the disappearance, and you think it's related to that mirror.
Oh, don't go freaking dibbly-dabbling doing around with a freaking mirror. What's wrong with you?
You walk out of Dr. Wingerding's office and go down the skywalk to approach the mirror. It has a dark surface and exudes a faint shadowy aura. The two things related to Project V, the prototype and the black AG. You have both with you and you recall the collaborative notes. Oh, for fudging biscuit. You take out the vial and you pour it over the mirror's surface. Don't frickin' mess with it. You take out the prototype, flip it on, and touch the liquid with it, and everything goes dark.
Oh, well, pet.
Now comes the moment, do we live or do we die? Oh, okay, we're doing this now. Fine, never mind. Sans. Dr. Sans Gaster is a short skeleton with several masters in physics, one master in mechanical engineering, and is working on his PhD in astrophysics. Ooh. He loves grill bees, puns, and always has a jovial smile on his face. You both share a sincere love of science and have bonded over it in every interaction. He even reads your first thesis and called it brilliant. He joked more than once that you were more than clever enough to work at the lab, and he'd be happy to put in a good word for you. Mia told you that he is actually rude and sarcastic. His jokes can hit too close to home for some people, and he has a unnerving ability to read others that scared off previous interns. She told you that he's only nice to you, and by extension kind of to her. You never seen him as anything less than jovial or polite. You don't doubt your sister, but it's hard to picture that smiling scientist as even being rude. Even when you first met him, was every bit as sweet as he is. Mia left her work tablet at home and asked you to bring it to the lab. She promised to buy you grillbees in exchange, so you agreed without a fuss. You already had your guest badge by that point, so you signed him without a fuss. You weren't allowed to go down any floors, and you didn't know Catty well enough then, so you chose to wait by the elevator. Mia knew you had arrived, so she would meet with you soon. The elevator door opened, and out stepped a short monster. He was carrying a stack of books and binders taller than him, and obviously didn't see you when you stepped off. You had no time to react when he abruptly walked right into you. The full weight of dozens of heavy textbook binders were shoved onto you unexpectedly, and you lost your balance. You fell back onto your butt, and the tower of books fell with you. However, you didn't hit the ground. Rather, you and all the books became outlined in a faint blue aura that kept you hovering an inch from the ground. What? You wince from the discomfort, knowing the corners will certainly leave you bruised for tomorrow. You look up to see a short, smiling skeleton monster. He's dressed in casual brown pants, blue and white sneakers, a blue turtleneck, and a long lab coat. He has a pair of safety goggles pushed up on the top of his head. His white eyelids look down at you, shrinking in surprise. The faintest touch of blue appeared under his eye sockets. Aww! Sorry, he said, laughing nervously. Guess I really had you falling there, huh? The monster uses magic to levitate the books into a stack on the side, and you back up to your feet. You let out a breathless chuckle. Thanks for catching me. His eyelids move away, the color in his skull darkening. Forget about it. He reaches up to scratch the back of his skull. His eyelids move back to meet your eyes, and he holds out a hand. Dr. Sans Gaster. You accepted his hand with a smile. TwinklePhoenix. The elevator dinged, and your sister had arrived. The meeting was brief with Sans, but it became uncanny how often the two of you would bump into each other. After that, every time you visited the lab, you'd meet him. He loved to make teasing jokes about how you fell for him at first sight. You never corrected him because, well, it's true, isn't it? You are heavy. Oh, the cutesy moment is over. Pooh! There's a weight on your chest. It's warm and comfortable, like a small kitten that is curled up on your chest and fell asleep. Your heavy lids struggle to open. Your fingers twitch and numb, tingly. Pricks, pins, and pokes lightly dot your skin. Each inhale brings the sense of dead leaves and old wood. The ground you lay prone on is damp and chilly. It's as silent as a graveyard. You hear nothing but your own breath and heartbeat. You try to wriggle your toes, but the movement is strenuous. Oh, wait! If we're inside the mirror! Wasn't it in the story that when the Lord got stuck in the mirror, it was a world of nightmares, so we can't trust anything in here? And also, the curse turned people into the shadows. I'm going on the premise that this is pretty much taking from, like, the story that we read at the start.
The bearless French is harder than wading waist deep through mud.
Hey, it's okay. Keep still.
Dr. Sands? The way your chest tightens at his voice, relief intermingled with surprise. You want to reach out to him, to ensure he's okay, to ensure you're both okay. You have so many questions. You can't turn your head in the direction of the voice, nor open your eyes. An invisible weight presses down on you. Keep still and do not move for now. But that's weird. I don't think we should trust him.
Relax. Don't miss this opportunity.
Why do you want me to sleep? You want to smile at the pen. He seems to think it's safe enough to nap. Do you? Absolutely not! Why would you be safe to sleep? You literally went into the freaking mirror of nightmare shadows. Something doesn't feel right. I call bullshit.
Also, if it's so safe to nap in here, why are you awake?
You try to
If you
move.
keep fighting this, you'll just be charged for resisting arrest.
Haha, very funny. You will your hand to move and find it impossible. You will your feet, your legs, your neck, anything to react at all that you can manage. In the barest twitch, a faint crease forms in your brow as you fight to move your butt. What is holding me? Fight harder. Resist the rest.
Come on, don't be like this. You have to relax.
Who are you and why are you using Sans' voice? Sod off. It's tiring. You focus on trying on just your fingers, trying to move them. You picture wiggling them and are rewarded with a creak sensation and an aching joint. Again, you keep your F zeroed in on a simple action of trying to move your fingers. Bit by bit, inch by inch, you gain ground. You hear a low hissing noise in your head. The sound sharp and chilling. Oh God, get off of me!
Forget about it.
You ignore the voice. Your fingers are moving now. You clench them into weak fists. And that one action triggers a cascade of movement, like a weight has been taken off of you. Your entire body can move. You rotate your ankles and shakily pull your legs up, and you strain to sit up and open your eyes. The first thing you notice is a palm-sized heart that floats a hand's width away from your chest. It glows a bright mint green. Ah, that's cute. Aww. That's the soul of kindness. Or is this one knowledge? Isn't green for kindness, but this is mint green, so isn't that wisdom? I can't remember what they all are. Insert what they are below, please. You stare for a moment, then suck in a sharp breath as you realize what it is. It's your soul. I don't know who is worse, Lawrence or Mia. And on top of that, this MC is definitely not smarter than a few of the other ones. That being said, if you guys want to see the next part of Sans' romance route, be sure to click like. 10 likes on the video, and once the goal is hit, I will upload the next part. This actually was over 2 hours long of recording, that's why I had to split it up. So if you guys want to see more, you know what to do. And yeah, I don't think I am going to like button and give warnings for certain things there because we didn't deal with like any bad endings for this one. We will of course go back and cover all the bad endings once we complete the routes. Alright, I'm gonna now go and have something to eat and edit this up and get it up for you guys. There was some other stuff I was supposed to say, but yeah, right now I'm just dealing with the simple fact I can't hear out of one of my ears very well. Hopefully it is nothing and it goes back to normal soon. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys maybe tomorrow if you guys hit the goal. But again, 10 likes on the video, hit the goal, and then you get more of this. Alright, bye, and good night everyone.